folks. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 8, Outlining. Today we're going to talk about selecting a topic, formulating a specific purpose statement, and crafting a thesis statement that goes along with it, arranging and organizing our main points, transitioning and connecting those points to each other, and creating both a preparation and a speaking outline. So let's get started by looking at this quote here that says, "Good design is making something intelligible and memorable. But great design is making something memorable and meaningful." And that's what good organization is all about. And that's what creating an effective outline essentially is. So let's talk about how to make it more meaningful. Remember, when developing a speech, you want to start with your topic. It's so important that you consider what interests you and what you have pre-existing knowledge on. You want to have a background in what you are going to be speaking about so that you have a passion to continue researching and organizing your ideas. You also want to think about the rhetorical situation. Think about whether it's in a classroom, whether it is with a professional organization, whether it's with a parent group. It all depends on what your speaking situation is. From there, then you can narrow down the topic and think about the needs of the assignment or the goal in mind, and make sure the speech is appropriate, again, for the audience. Craft it in a way that the audience is going to comprehend and be able to engage with you. Now, your book has a series of questions that you can ask yourself to help select a topic. Again, think about what you care about, what brings you joy, what beliefs and attitudes you want to share, and go from there. Once you go from there, you're going to be able to formulate the purpose statement. A general purpose statement is simply to inform, to persuade, to inspire, celebrate, etc. Once you get past that specific or the general purpose, then you can talk about the specific thesis or purpose statement. Here, you're going to express a topic and actions to be taken in the speech. So, for example, at the end of the speech, the Zoning Commission will understand that locating businesses in a box turtle habitats is a poor choice with a range of negative consequences. So my purpose is to explain to a zoning commission, so I've got my audience there, that we need to protect box turtle habitats and make sure that we are aware of negative consequences. Once you have that specific purpose statement, then you're going to create your thesis. Your thesis is a little more detailed and it starts to outline what your actual goals or what your subpoints are going to be in your speech. So for example, bog turtle habitats are subject to a variety of activities, but land development is particularly harmful. So in this particular speech, I would talk about the harms of disrupting those habitats. And then I would go into more details about what the Zoning Commission can do to prohibit businesses from locating in these habitats. Now, your book talks about 6 different organizational styles for crafting speeches. Understanding these different organizational styles is just like having different file folders. A different file folder requires different content, different information, and a different organization system. So let's take a deeper look. Chronological arrangement. This is arrangement by time, which is great for historical events, speeches about people, speeches about progress of a certain organization or group. And here your book talks about Oprah Winfrey, which goes from her childhood, early career, her show, and then more recent experiences and adventures. Topical arrangement is when you have separate ideas that come together through the intro or conclusion. This is often used by businesses and newspapers. And here you can see, like if you think about a newspaper, there's lots of little stories that end up coming together to tell one big story. And so you can see different departments, different groups laying out or organizing different subpoints. Spatial arrangement describes the physical or geographical relationship. This is moving north to south, left to right, top to bottom. And so here you can see there is an outline for a university and talking about the different quadrants or different north, south, east, and west parts of the campus. Comparison arrangement. These are comparing two things in a couple of different ways. And these could comparing cultures, transportation, even 2 different types of coffee. So for example, if you want to give a speech on Coke versus Pepsi, this would be a great arrangement for you. Problem solution here is very similar to the bog turtles here. You're going to persuade the audience, encourage them to take action by presenting what the problem is, what people can do, and what will happen in the future. Cause effect is really similar. It shows the relationship between two things. So for example, vaccine creation to deter a disease. So here's the disease, and here's what we did to overcome it. And finally, let's connect your main points. So there are signposts, transitional statements, and internal previews, which all essentially do the same thing to link idea to idea. Signposts are just words or gestures. They can just be first, second, third, next, those short phrases that then turn into transitional statements that say, the second reason why you should pay attention to bog turtles. Then your internal preview is actually linking idea to idea. Now that we've done this, let's discuss that. And so they work very similarly together to help connect those ideas. Now, your book also outlines two different types of preparation outlines. One is a full sentence outline, which is what you submit for each of your speeches, which is the preparation outline. The speaking outline is just your note cards, which are very short. You can see they're short phrases, a couple of words on each one, and that's what you use when you actually deliver your speech. So why do we create outlines? Well, outlines allow us to see the full scope and content of the speech, judge whether each part of the speech is fully developed, and creates a coherent structure for the speech. The benefits of a preparation outline is it allows you to fully plan out your ideas and bring those major ideas together, also add in some of those transitional phrases. The speaking outline, the goal is a little bit different. It's brief, just uses keywords and phrases, and includes any essential statistics or direct quotes that you need to incorporate. The speaking outline is to improve delivery and encourage us to speak extemporaneously and helps the speaker remember what to say. So as you're creating your next speech, your informative research speech, remember a good speech is like a pencil. It always has